Right, okay, let's try this again. Except for saying this time, we do make sure to escape the police and not completely waste my get out of jail markers like I did before. For which I ultimately wasted 2 of them last time, and well, I just decided it did not sit right with me, so I have decided I'm going to take a different approach to this. And I am going to do so by starting off with my Porsche and simply getting the photo tickets out of the way, so then I can do the heavy lifting with the Evo 8 afterwards. Also because, well, I figured the Cayman is clearly faster, so I might as well just get the photo tickets out the way whilst I'm here. There's the first one. I clock in at 1:55. And now, let's go and get the other 2. With our next one being here. I figured it was just easier for me to basically just get the speed tickets out the way whilst I was at it. And this time hitting 152. And now, last but not least, we have got to hit 132. And make sure this time around we do not get busted by the police like we did before. And yeah, I am too slow. Yeah, let's try that again. I really didn't like the way that car got in my way. I'm gonna try that again. And make sure this time I do get the speed I was looking for. Okay. Not quite as fast as the other 2, but still fast enough.
It's Mia. Can you believe this? I never knew the Rockport setup was so tight. These racers have everything planned out. I rode these streets for a long time and never knew this was going on. Get out there and see how far this goes. I'll catch up with you later.
Okay, thank you, Mia. And that's now the speeding tickets out the way. So let's go back to the safe house and we will save the game. Because I want to make sure I do get some of the milestones under my belt. As I now switch over to the Evo 8. So we've got up to less than 1 million bounty. 976,000 is how much we now have. And well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take these challenges in strides. And make sure that I do this properly. I think the only thing that I'll really change on this thing, physically, it'll basically just be the paint job. Everything else I'll keep the same, except for the paint job. Because I want to make sure that I get it right this time. As a matter of fact, I want to make absolutely sure I get this right. Or else I will pretty much be feeling as sad as I do now. Because of knowing that I quickly wasted 2 get out of jail markers. And both of them came with spike strips. But anyway. So, I think the only thing I'll really change on this thing physically is the paint job. I won't really change anything else. And I'll change this to... Yes. I think that actually goes really well with this thing. Yeah, let's go custom yellow. Unless we look at this. Okay, that's green. Too psychedelic. That's too off course. Yeah, that's a bit too dark. Yeah, I'll go with this one. I think this one will work. And now, I will put on some performance parts, because that is the other thing I may need with this thing. So, most of these upgrades are locked, except for a few of them, which I think are the transmission, the nitrous, and the brakes, I think. Is that right? I know there's something that's also unlocked. Unless it could just be the transmission and the suspension. That's also possible. Okay, transmission, suspension, that's not available. Nitrous, that is available. Tires, nope, not available. Brakes. Okay, also not available. And the turbo is definitely not available. Okay. Okay. So I will head back to the safe house and make sure that I have pretty much done everything that needs to be done. So I will save the game because that is important. Especially with my upgrades on this thing. Haven't really changed anything except for the paint job this time. I figured that whilst I do have more money than what I had before, because well, I did some grinding earlier on to move myself up by 40 grand, I figured I wasn't really going to bother too much with the customization process. And what I will do instead is get on with the pursuit time challenge, since that's more or less my best choice at this stage. I figured I should keep it short and sweet to start with, and then I can work out my other options as I go further and further along.
About to do a check on a vehicle that just blew by me. Suspect is in a blue Mitsubishi. Speeds are way over posted limits and climbing. Gonna need some backup for this guy.
Copy,
Right.
Echo 34.
Okay,
I've got ground units clearing up and en route.
okay. Come on, stay with me. I need to make sure this pursuit lasts at least 6 minutes in order for me to get that milestone.
10:59.
So that's why I'm trying this again. Okay,
This is escalating quickly. Can I
Alright.
get a roadblock started, dispatch?
okay,
Echo 8. 10:23.
okay.
Pursuit. Assuming
We're
control.
doing okay for now.
Here he goes. I'm on him.
Right, just gotta make sure they stay with me.
I've lost sight of the vehicle. Hold on.
Okay,
I need containment.
Okay.
Dispatch. Code 6 party located. Reinitiate
Okay.
pursuit.
so I think what I will do first is I will get on with the pursuit challenge, since that does seem like my best option at this stage.
Give us some room here. Just ramp some traffic.
Since that to me is probably my better option. If I can get this to last at least 6 minutes, then we should be good by the time I make my escape.
Code 3. Started quieter and I lost the vehicle.
Would you care to say that again? Okay, So what I am actually going to do is, I am going to take my time and make sure that this time I do give myself easier tasks to meet. Also because, well, I think avoiding spike strips, that's going to be pretty hard for me to do. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm back on all four wheels.
Cover units be advised. Vehicle was last reported.
Okay. Alright. Okay.
I got you. Go ahead.
Right. Okay.
We got everyone on this. It's clear. Hang
Okay.
on. They're close to your location.
This is 2 Echo 12, just parallel to your chase. I'm trying to get ahead now.
Alright.
I'll be joining those units. Stand by.
Just gotta make sure they stay with me, and then we should be fine. Here's what Neil thinks. Okay.
Suspect is still mobile. Go ahead, all pursuit units. Keep pushing him to us. We got a road blocked off up here. He got through.
Okay.
Repeat, he's through. He's still mobile.
Okay. I need more vehicles to damage. Okay.
Trying to catch up now.
Okay.
Okay, cancel that. We got it.
There's another roadblock. And trying to break through the roadblock. Nope. Haha! You ain't busting me this time, fool.
We're on the suspect now. He's moving fast.
You ain't busting me this time, fool.
I've lost my cover unit. Send me anything you got.
They're a
Okay.
few minutes away.
This 2-9, all 3 blocks away. Stay 2 Echo 12,
Okay.
that's me. Just behind the last car.
Alright. Okay. I'm honestly amazed to say I haven't got the speeding infraction yet.
Attention units on the code 3 check.
Okay.
I'm on him. Let's get everybody over here.
Let's see if I can manage to get this one out of the way. Okay, now I get the damage to property infraction. Okay. And I also get the hit and run infraction.
Checking.
Did not think that was gonna did not think those two were going to pop up in
We're trying to stay
just a split second, but they somehow did.
Stand by.
Okay, there's another roadblock up ahead. And can I get through? Yes, I can. I get through with ease. Okay.
We have set up a roadblock. Just bring him to us. He's through. He broke through. We're still code 3.
Okay.
I've lost my cover unit. Send me anything you got.
Okay. Just gotta make sure they stay with me,
Converging on your location. My screen shows them a couple miles out. They should be there in
and
60
then we
seconds.
should be okay. I hope.
Charlie 2 for you. Just on the other side of you guys. Hold on.
Okay.
This is 2 Echo 12. You can log me
I'm
onto that.
actually going
I'm just
to
behind that. Yeah, I'm just behind that unit.
eventually get there. Okay. Okay. It's gonna hit the 6-minute mark for the pursuit. Okay, that's good.
Roger, 4 Delta 28.
Now
Detailing units now.
I need to make sure
1023 on scene.
these cops stay with me, as we are now in Central Rosewood. Okay. I've got one of my targets at least, which is one good thing I have. Okay. I need to get another 6 of these. Okay. Okay. Right, come on. Haha! Haha! You are not arresting me this time, fools. If I can be successful in averting you long enough. I need another... Okay, I need one more. And then, that means I will have met my target. And that roadblock is the perfect spot to do it. As I run straight into an SUV. Come on, get moving. Okay, I'm out. Thank God. Okay, I'm out. Now, I need to flee these guys. I need to flee as quickly as possible.
Suspect was last reported westbound on Stadium Boulevard. 10-block radius on a quadrant has been authorized by supervisor. Details will be provided on your screen.
No. Come on. Make it. Okay, we're there. We got it. We got most of them, at least. Now I gotta do the spike strip challenge. Okay. That's good. Okay. So we've done most of our milestones, at least. But I still have to get the spike strips. I damaged 22 police vehicles and immobilized 6 of them. And I dodged 7 roadblocks.
Yo, you're up. Jules is ready when you are. She may be a sweet girl, but remember, take her out and you're number 8 on the blacklist.
Will do, Rog. Just as soon as I get those spike strips. So we've done most of them. And now all I have to do is head back to the safe house, save the game, and then we can get on with racing Jules. So, saving the game. I did manage to escape the cops after 20 minutes of driving virtually. Or more like, well, probably 11 minutes of driving with my Evo 8. And now, we will get through the spike strip challenge. Okay.
Dispatch, Echo 11. I got a hit on a vehicle showing possible wanted status.
Right. So the only thing I need to do now is get the spike strips up.
Suspect is in a blue Mitsubishi.
I know they'll be up at heat level 4. That's when they'll be here. The one found. Come on, get moving, get moving, get moving. Damn it. Fuck.
Copy that. Suspect is in custody. Slowing down cover.
Nope, looks like I'll have to try this again. Well, good thing I saved the game. I'm honestly not surprised to say I got busted with that second one. But I almost avoided the spike strip. This is getting intense, man. This is getting really, really, really intense. Well, at least I know I'm now up to heat level 4. So, let's try this again. And make sure this time we do get those fucking spike strips, if we can.
Dispatch, Delta 21. Stand by. Yeah, possible code 6, hang on.
It wasn't the spike strip that busted me. It was basically the fact that I just basically got immobilized by the cops that were just all around me. I think if I was more in the center, I might have been able to dodge it. But at least I was able to dodge one of them. And since I'm now up to heat level 4, I believe it is possible for me... Since I'm now at heat level 4, I think the spike strip is going to be with me quicker than I think it is. I may also need a few minutes to pretty much, you know, just to get my heart settled down again, because in all honesty, that was pretty intense. I can definitely say I'm breaking into the newfound terrain. I'm definitely breaking into newfound territory in terms of just how long these, or how big these pursuits are now getting. It definitely feels like I'm falling into the most wanted list. There's another spike strip. And... okay, I think that's now both of them dodged. Now, I gotta lose these fools. I gotta lose them, and I gotta lose them fast. Okay. And heading this way. And heading up this road. Should be something for me to hit. Yes, there is. Okay, that's now been hit. And now, I have got to avoid these guys. Okay. Okay.
Confirming suspect was last seen southbound near the financial district. Containment to be set up
And
at
I'm now
10
gonna
radius.
head
Stand
in
by for
here.
updates.
Okay. I think we should be good. Okay, we've got all the milestones now, so that's okay. And we dodged 2 spike strips as well. Alright, that's good. We are now done with all of our milestone markers, and I have now got less than 1.4 million on my bounty points. So, now that, thankfully, all that is done, I'm going to return to the safe house and give myself a few minutes to settle down again because, well, that was intense. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty intense. Plus I have almost lost my voice as well, so yeah. Anyways, yeah. I'll be back. That was pretty intense. I'm not gonna lie. That pursuit, especially once it got up to heat level 4, that was pretty intense. But I did beat it. And as a result, we can now race Jade Barrett. However, before we do that, I am gonna do some body work to this thing. Because I'm a little apprehensive in saying that cops might be involved. And I am gonna make sure that I make some changes to this thing before racing it. As I slam into a fire truck. That probably doesn't... okay. Can I please get out of the way? Yes, I can. Okay. Just gotta make sure I stay away from the cops and then we should be fine. That's actually a little bit of a long way to go. Especially as the heat levels get higher, that is going to become more of a... I'm pretty sure that fire truck caused that wreck. I mean, he literally ran into the back of that TV van. I'm pretty sure he basically just rear-ended him. That fire truck. Anyway, let's make some changes to this thing. Okay. 1 2 3 think that's what I'll keep it as. I've already done the colour, so I think that should be all good. Plus, I think there is enough evidence to check that this car is well and truly mine. Plus, my heat level is more or less down to where it needs to be, so I think we should be okay to go after Jules now with not too many issues. Okay, so we've done all the milestone events now, and now we get to race. Jade Barrett. Figures below are what's stopping you from taking on Jules. Not anymore. And so, for this, we have... Okay, do excuse me a moment. Figures below are what's stopping you from taking on Jules. Hey, guess what? They aren't stopping me anymore. So we've got a sprint race and a drag race. As we've got Camden and Ironwood, and oh boy, we have another drag race. As much as it's gonna suck, it has to be done. Anyway, let's get on with the sprint. I really want to get that ride. There is no way I'm missing out on that ride. I want that ride so badly. I will honestly be willing to sacrifice a few days if that's what it takes for me to get that Mustang. I want that Mustang. I really do. That's one ride I really want to get. I probably want to get that Mustang about as badly as Razor wanted to get our M3 GTR. Or, if I am being realistic with his formal name, then well, his formal name would be Clarence. I will also make sure to get some racing done with the Evo 8 as well. I will make sure of that. Anyway. Hopefully, I will not have too much trouble getting through the drag race. And since this thing is four-wheel drive, I will not have quite as many problems with understeer or oversteer as what I've had with all my other rides so far, which have all been two-wheel drive, whereas this one, however, is four-wheel drive. So that means whatever problems I might have had with the car steering-wise, or handling-wise I should say, they are not as much of an issue with my Evo 8. And this is the car that I figured was going to practically smoke Jules in this race so far, because that's precisely what I am doing. I am basically swiping Jules. And yes, if you're asking, that was very much pun intended. Yeah, I'm really sorry, my voice is having a very hard time trying to stay in position right now. plus my heat level is all the way down to 1. After I put on my customization changes to make sure it would go down. And it looks like at this stage, like the superior grip of the Evo 8 is pretty much just pulling away from the Ford Mustang, as I hit a top speed of 194 entering the tunnel, and it looks like my top speed is going to stay at 194. And now I reset the game, as Jules comes barreling down the street, and I almost threw away this race, but thankfully, however, I was able to reset quickly enough. And thankfully, even though she was very much stalking me like a wolf, I did still manage, in the end, to beat her by 3/4 of a second. And my top speed in the end was 195. Jules' top speed, however, was 186. And our average speeds, they actually weren't too far from one another. I set 127. She had an average speed of 125. Nice. Now, I'm going to mute the mic because my voice needs to readjust itself. And now we get on to the race, because we have got another drag race. Oh boy, is this one going to be a pain in my ass. Well, a pain in our ass, I should say. Just so I'm not sounding too egotistical. However, I do at least manage to nail it with the launch. And immediately I encounter a pickup truck. And don't want to get wrecked early on. Okay, can I stay out of the traffic long enough? It would be really nice if I could. God damn it. I've said this before, and I will say it again, but personally, I hate drag racing in this game. If there is one thing that I can say is both malicious and maniacal, drag racing in this game, it is, from time to time, an absolute bitch. I really have tried to make it so I do not hate it aloud, but I honestly don't feel like I can hold back anymore. I physically hate drag racing in this game, and I am far from the only one who does. I really have no idea what is just causing my voice to misfire all the time. It definitely feels like there is just something in my room that's just quite literally wanting to make me feel like I'm just choking on my own thought process. But anyway, we've beaten the 2 racers with Jules, and now we have to hope we can get her right. By the way, as much as I hate drag racing in this game, I am not leaving this episode until I have got her ride. That's the one ride I really want to get. I will not stop until I have it. And I honestly doubt it's going to come to me first time around. But whatever, I am prepared to risk it. Jules has now been beaten. And here's to hoping I select the right marker. Okay. I'm gonna take a gamble with this. Is this gonna work? Yeah, we got it! Okay. I'm so glad I do not have to do that fucking drag race again. It's only the drag races that I really don't like about this game. That's the only thing. Everything else is fine. It's just the drag races that are the bad ones. The other ones are okay. It's only the drag races. But we've got the pony car, and that now means we can move on. I also got a get out of jail free card as well, which also helps. So now we have got Kazi. I hope I said that right. Or Kaze. Anyway, our next Blacklist member is Kira Nakazato, where she drives a Mercedes-Benz CLK 500, and her strength is cost estate. And we will be racing her next time on Most Wanted 05.